You may be wondering why I'm in this situation. Quite frankly, so am I. So many things must have gone wrong for me to end up in this situation. My situational awareness has obviously failed me, my physical defenses have failed me, and I've either been knocked down, tripped, or I've fallen, and I've ended up in this dreadful position with Raul on top of me. In the MMA world, or the jiu-jitsu world, this is referred to as the full mount position. Regardless of how I've ended up here, I need to now get out of this position. An important thing to mention, I am not a jiu-jitsu fighter. The good news is, it's highly unlikely that your attacker will be a jiu-jitsu fighter. And this isn't a jiu-jitsu fight. I'm sure there's loads of arm bars and locks that I could do here, but I do not want to stay on the ground. This is concrete. I do not want to be rolling round with my attacker on a concrete floor. There's rocks that he can use to smash my head in. There's cars. He might have friends that are around and can give me a good kick in. So I need to get up and get away as quickly as I possibly can. The first thing I'm going to do is cover. If I'm not covering, I'm going to get knocked out, and the rest of this technique isn't going to happen because I'm going to be knocked out on the floor. Covering, keeping a nice tight guard, guarding against these punches that are coming in, raining down on me. Second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to trap his leg in nice and tight here. If I don't trap that leg in, he can use it against me, either to get into a more comfortable position to attack me, or even to trap my arm underneath his leg, in which case I'm in a world of pain. So now I need to start fighting back without compromising my guard though. What I don't want to do is end up in a brawling match with him, because that's not going to end well for me. What I can do from this cover here, bang, I can throw an elbow strike, bang, I can throw an elbow strike to the groin. So the next thing that I need to do is break the attacker's balance, and I do this by what we call bucking, essentially driving my hips forward as fast and as aggressively as I can to bring Raul closer to me and be essentially stop him from being able to punch me. Okay, notice the position of my feet. My feet are planted to the ground, all right? They're not here kicking around, because if they're doing that, I'm not going to get the traction that I need to lift Raul with my hips, okay? So my feet are planted to the ground, and all I'm going to do is drive forward to bring him closer to me. Immediately after I've bucked, I need to trap this arm here with my left hand, okay, nice and tight. My right hand is going to be either to the eyes, or it's going to be a forearm strike here, to the chest, to the face, to the throat, whatever. With this forearm strike, I'm going to be driving Raul over there. So I'm going to use my right foot, my right hip, and my right arm, the entire right side of my body, to drive Raul over. So I'm now in the dominant position, okay, but it doesn't end here. Raul is still awake, he's still angry, he's still aggressive. He could still strike me from here. Chances are he's not going to want to let me go, okay? The minute I stand up and Raul's still on the ground, that's an incredibly vulnerable position for him to get kicked or whatever, okay? So he's probably going to be hanging on to me for dear life, okay? So once I've got into this dominant position, I'm keeping low, I'm covering from punches. If he grabs me, let go, let go, let go! Gouging his eyes here, striking, striking, moving back, strike to the groin, kick to the groin, and move away. Okay guys, so now we're going to train this exercise full speed. Raul has got some PPE on, okay, he's got groin guard, gloves, mouthpiece and elbow protectors. When we're training on a floor like this, okay, we need to protect ourselves. Let go! The element of surprise works in our favour here. An untrained opponent isn't going to expect that bucking motion to drive them forward, okay? But that doesn't mean it's going to work the first time. If I've bucked and I fail to bring him forward, okay, I can't just give up. I have to keep striking, I have to keep bucking, I can't surrender. This isn't that type of situation. If I failed the first time, I keep striking, I keep bucking, I keep striking until I can get that opportunity to roll.
This is the most complicated thing I came across self-defense fighting in my life. It's one, if not the most difficult situation you can be. There are many options to try to survive the situation and to get out and go home safely. This is the one that me and Ryan, we consider is the best and the easiest possible for average Joes as we are. Okay, for an MMA fighter, for a jiu-jitsu fighter, someone with 20 years of Krav Maga experience, there could be better options, but for normal people, we think, honestly, this is the best one.
Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something today. If you did enjoy it, if you did learn something, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you can be notified of more self-defense content coming your way. Thanks, everyone.